Breaking news. All schools in these 10 states should reopen schools from July 27, 2020. The federal government declared. If we could all remember, in March, the federal government declared a nationwide lockdown due to COVID-19. The lockdown went through the months of March to May. However, the lockdown began to ease as at early April. Nevertheless, it came to a rise when the federal government noticed that schools were not safe to be reopened. It came as a good news when the federal government declared on June that graduating classes should resume. Students were overjoyed mere hearing this announcement. The pandemic began to retreat early July again, which made the federal government to reserve their declaration. Minister of Education Malam Adamu openly declared that graduating students should not resume again. It came as a sad news to everyone. Nevertheless, Minister Adamu stated his reasons for the resumption, which is due to COVID-19 issues. Minister of State for Education Chukwuemeka Nwajibu made a speech recently during the COVID-19 pandemic, briefing policy at Abuja. He stated that schools are not safe for students to reopen. In my own sincere opinion, some states should be made to reopen due to the fact that the total cases of COVID-19 in these states mentioned are very low. These states should be made to resume to schools from the day of July 27th, 2020. If you also take a quick look at it, it seems that this state appears to have the lowest COVID-19 cases confirmed per day. With this, these states are 100% safe for the students to resume. These are the states analyzed below: Imo, Osun, Bayelsa, Jigawa, Benue, Nasarawa, Akwa Ibom, Niger, Sokoto, Anambra, Adamawa, Ekiti, Kebbi, Zamfara, Yobe, Taraba, Cross River, lastly, Kogi State. If we take a close look at this state that is being mentioned, the COVID-19 cases as at July 25th, 2020, all across the Federation is very, very low. If schools in these states are reopened, surely there will be no cause for alarm on COVID-19. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. To me, I would say this news should not be reopened. That is it. Why did I say so? No matter what, no matter the lower case of this COVID-19 in other states or other state that has just been mentioned, I will not buy the idea that the students should resume. The federal government they announced before now that the students should resume next year. So I see no reason why they should be re-announcing this, that students should reopen. Fine. It's very good for these children to learn, to go back to school, to learn more, because a lot of them have really forgotten everything they taught them back in school. But because of their safety and their lives, they should still stay at home. Let the federal government, let them observe the spread of this virus before we can expose our children to this COVID-19 pandemic. Fine, it may never be spread, but we don't know who has it in one of the children. The virus is contagious. When one has it, one would definitely split to the other. You know that students, they are always gathered. They are always gathered, especially children. There are more than 40 to 50 people in a class. So they, you don't expect children to be putting on face mask in class. There are some little ones, kindergartens, that are not even, they cannot even cope with putting on face mask. They will see it as a disturbance to them because they don't have, they are not, their brain is still child. It's a childish brain. So you can't compare a child to an adult. If you say universities should reopen, so that is it. You have said yes, but the primary school can also reopen, but these kindergartens, they don't know for their left from their right. So I think they should not reopen because of their safety. They can't follow the measures. They can't follow the guidelines. You can't expect, you can't expect a child of 2 years old to know or to always have it in mind that he will need to cover his or her face and wash our hands regularly and all of that. They don't know that. They don't have sense yet. That is it. Their brain is still shallow. You can't expect a 10-year or 7-year-old child not to you can't expect a 7-year-old child not to take the precautions. It would definitely be when if the parent tells whatever the parents tells him or her, he will definitely abide by it because he is matured enough to abide by any rules compared to a little child or even a child that is not even up to a year. That is it. So you just only take the grace of God that the children are safe, that God is really taking care of them. But I know that very soon this COVID-19 will definitely leave this country the same way it came. It will definitely leave by the grace of Almighty God. So I suggest that about that the schools, as I've said before, that should be resumed shouldn't be the kindergartens or primary school students. Now that COVID-19 is the order of the day, then we don't have choice than to let what we see be. We can they can dictate for the federal government because they know what they are doing. If COVID-19 is not in existence, then why would they announce the close of schools? They can't because there's no reason for that. But because of the COVID-19 that is going around the globe, that's going around the world, then they want to be very, very careful so that these children will never contact this virus. So viewers, you have heard it all from the federal government and people's opinion on the school resumption. What do you think concerning this? Do you think schools should be opened, should be reopened or not? What is your own comments? Your comments concerning this news will be very important. If you can drop them below the comment box, click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you.